Deadly flash flooding in the Nigerian town of Mokwa has killed at least 150 people and destroyed more than 250 buildings. The town was hit by torrential rains Wednesday night into Thursday. As toll rises, Nigerian flood victims record worst disaster in memory. Adamu Yusuf was preparing to go to the Mokwa market Thursday morning when he heard his neighbour shouting. Floodwaters were sweeping through the Nigerian town. They said places with buildings have been washed away. Another resident, Aliu Adamu, this year's rain came with heavy flood, washing away all the houses and also leading to loss of lives.
I believe hundreds of lives have missed here, which up to this moment, this place is still smelling, which we believe that there are still corpses probably under the bridge. Even at night yesterday, about 3 were discovered and removed for proper burial. All this place was buildings. It was buildings, and these buildings have been here for years. And suddenly, this rain that just started, this year rain that started, will come with heavy flood to take away all the houses in this place, and most lives were lost.
Residents said water had been building up for days behind an abandoned railway track that runs along the edge of the town, but that was not the first time heavy rains had accumulated behind the mud mounds on which the track stand. However, this became the deadliest. The floods that hit Mokwa in north-central Nigeria's Niger State are the worst in living memory, with the death toll topping 150 and continuing to climb, and hundreds feared missing.
In my own in-laws house, they lost 10. Friends. The one I know lost 5, lost 3, lost entire family. Only he remained, only her remained, only the child remained. So how can you just tell me 100 or 150 lost, which is not true. That statistic is not right. That's why there's a railway. The depth of the railway is about 30 meters. That's the depth of the railway, which is one that formed the dike. That hold the water for like 2 to 3 hours. Until where the dike, the railway cannot be able to withstand the water in a blast. That was the cause of this thing.
Experts say climate change has made weather swings in Nigeria more extreme, but they say that other human factors were also at play. Floodwaters would usually pass through a couple of culverts in the mountains and run into a narrow channel. But this time, debris had blocked the culvert, forcing water to build up behind the clay walls that eventually gave way. The resulting flood swept through the community, flattening it within hours on Thursday morning. Volunteers and disaster response teams have been fanning out in the days since, sometimes recovering bodies nearly 10 kilometers away from people were swept into the powerful Niger River. Although President Bola Tinubu said the disaster response was being aided by security forces, only a handful of soldiers and police were reportedly at the scene Sunday, mostly to ease traffic that had built up because of the damaged bridge. The state governor, Mohammed Bago, is in Saudi Arabia for the Hajj pilgrimage. Residents told the media that his deputy, Yakubu Garba, had visited. Many people who lost their loved ones and property are still waiting for assistance.